All right. Hello everyone. So for today's experiment, it is the fourth experiment, and we are going to do redox reactions. Right. So basically, what we want to do, the goal of this experiment is we want to construct the activity series of metals. Okay. So I have for this experiment, there will be 4 metals that you have to determine the activities. So we have the zinc, we have the copper, we have the lead, and we have the magnesium metals. Okay, so and then in terms of the activity series, right? So it is a series that rank on which metals can undergo the oxidation reaction the best, right? So before you can do anything, you have to realize that these metals can undergo oxidation, right? So so for the oxidation reaction, so the zinc will get oxidized, right? The zinc solid will get oxidized to the zinc 2 plus and then 2 electrons, right? So this is oxidation, and the same thing happens to the copper, the lead, and the magnesium. So you're going to have the copper solid that will lose 2 electrons to form the copper 2 plus. The lead would lose 2 electrons to form the lead 2 plus. Right, so we have the Pb 2 plus and then the 2 electrons. And then lastly, we're going to have the magnesium solid and then the magnesium 2 plus and then the 2 electrons. So what you want to do from this experiment is to rank which of these reactions can occur the easiest, right? And that would mean that that metal is the most reactive. So when you construct the activity series, you have to place these 4 half oxidation reaction. So the higher of the table will be the more reactive, right? And then at the bottom will be the least reactive. Okay, and then the way that we're going to determine is that we're going to try to react these 4 metals, right, with these solutions and see which of these metals can react with the most number of solutions, and that will be the most reactive, right? If you have a metal that cannot react with anything at all, then that metal will be the least reactive metals of the list. Okay, so this is a redox reaction. So obviously that the metals will undergo the oxidation reaction. The solution here will undergo a reduction reaction, right? So when you have this, let's say the zinc 2 nitrate, okay? So when you have the zinc 2 nitrate, right? We know that when you dissolve zinc 2 nitrate in solution, you're not going to have zinc 2 nitrate. You're going to have the zinc 2 plus. So the zinc 2 nitrate is actually the source of the zinc 2 plus. So zinc 2 plus can then gain 2 electrons to form the zinc solid, right? So you're going to have these 2 half reactions between the solution, which has the metal ions, and the metal which has the neutral metals, right? So the metals will undergo the oxidation, the ions will undergo the reduction. Same thing, right? When you have this copper 2 nitrate, you're going to have the copper 2 plus in the solution, which can gain 2 electrons to form the copper solid. Okay, so what you're going to have to make observation for this experiment is to see if there is a reaction between the mixing of these 2 species, right? So the observation, the indication of a reaction could be in many forms. It could be in the forms of the gas produced, right? If you see bubbles, that means that there is a reaction going on. If you see a color change, that is also an indication that there is a reaction that takes place. Okay, so you have to compare what is the observation before the addition and what's observation after the addition. If there's a change, then there is a reaction going on. Okay, but the goal is you're going to have to construct this activity series. We're going to have the first half oxidation over here, the second, the third, and the fourth. Okay, and then you can then compare your own activity series to the series from the textbook to see if they match, right? And they should match, right? But you're going to try to construct your own activity series from this experiment. Okay? Alright, so this is going to be it for the pre-lab. Right? So keep in mind that we're going to have these solutions and we're going to have these metals. Right? The metals undergoes oxidation and the solution undergoes the reduction. And then when you write the half reaction for this activity series, it is always the half oxidation. Right? So this is going to be the half oxidation. So it should look like something like this. Okay? Alright, so that is going to be it for the pre-lab for this experiment. Alright, that's it.